This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
Hey, yo.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true.
Because I'm better than you, and you know it.
In the back, there are men and women, seasoned professionals, dues paid in full, gunning to be the best.
We're wrestlers in a wrestling ring. Let's just freaking wrestle.
The cream of the crop! Nobody does it better.
Hey, hi, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on Podomatic, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever else you may find this file audio recording it live on RVT Entertainment's official Twitch.tv channel. We're talking about professional wrestling, both for the mainstream and the independent scene. My name is Matty J. Hi, everybody. It's Saturday. 1 week away and changed. No, 9 days, right? It's got to be 9 days. It's a couple of weeks away from Ranger Stop. The trip is... I was right, 9 days away. That is TWK.
It's a wonderful night for eyebrows.
Wonderful night for eyebrows. Wonderful night for hockey. Wonderful night for a lot of things, really. Saturday night's all right for fighting. As so the song goes. Ladies and gentlemen, Shintigercurl.
Good day, mates.
Oh, Nick Offerman, everybody.
I'm not Nick Offerman. I'm actually one half of Aussie Open. Can't you tell by my authentic Australian accent? Time to put another shrimp on the Barbie.
And let me guess, you're going to follow that up with some Foster's beer, aren't you?
Of course, that is the Australian thing to do.
Jesus Christ.
By the way, the Enigma Extreme is indeed in the chat, so yeah, this joke's gonna get worn out tonight. It's gonna get broken
Greetings.
in.
Good day, Enigma. Hello, fellow Australian. How are you tonight?
Enigma says, excuse me while I cry into my
Universal healthcare, hell caps. Ah!
And gun reform. Yeah, like,
I mean,
yeah, the two things that I want that Australia and Canada have.
Yes, because Australia is very progressive, as am I, one half of Aussie Open. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm in a trolling mood. I guess I'm just not feeling very oozy tonight.
oh, to be fair, no one is. Especially Jey Uso. Especially Jay. Oh, we will get to that segment and many, many more. We got a show. We got Crown Jewel that's happening next weekend. We're not going to call it a preview because two of the three people actually aren't going to watch it. I'm going to watch it just out of boredom, really. And it's like the first wrestling, or the second wrestling thing I'll be able to watch while on vacation. Because the first one will be Rampage. Friday.
Why watch Crown Jewel when you can boot up your PlayStation 4 and play Mass Effect Legendary Edition?
No. The no is because I don't have the money. It's out towards the flying to the Orlando place. And after that, it's whatever's left and all the paychecks going towards Christmas. So yeah, that's
Enigma,
gonna be
don't
a no.
you dare jinx it! Don't you fucking jinx it, motherfucker!
Oh, to be fair, T-Dub, it's Saudi, and if there's a place to fuck up, it's in Saudi.
Enigma, if you jinx this for me and for all of us on the next Wrestle-Cast, I will do the entire show as Australian Keith Opperman.
Oh, you can't. You'll break your brain doing it.
He knows what he did. We better pray to all the wrestling gods that Logan leaves that damn Saudi Arabia without that belt, and hopefully a black.
Logan Paul wins Triple H's worst booker of the year. Instant worst booker of the year if that happens.
I will approve. I will second this.
But we all know that shit ain't happening. Sami will not turn on Roman at Crown Jewel. Now, will he turn on him? Yeah, more than likely. You got to do something with him. It won't happen at Saudi. We've given him enough. We've given him Undertaker's worst matches. What else do you guys want? Anyway, so we have Crown Jewel. We're gonna give you the list of the matches that are gonna happen. And then we'll give you a quick review next week, of course, and it will be very quick. Winners and losers. And we got an email from Front Otaku. Yeah!
Wow.
And T-Dub, I say start getting limber, because when we get to that, you'll be commissioned to do the introduction. By the way, I don't know if you've I've put in a thing so please keep it short. Even French Otaku's not keeping it short. But we'll read it because there's a list. There's a list. We will get to that. But before we do, we got some clippage and MJF's the stinger. I'll let you place bets on which funny bit is the stinger. For the clip of the week, it was this close to putting Sami Zayn in there. But I couldn't, because goddamn, I'll go with character progression and plug in my boys whenever I can. And Ethan Page had a promo on Friday.
Is he your bottom boy?
Not OSW boy. I mean, actual favorite wrestlers.
If you would ask OSW, Ethan Page is apparently a boy.
Wait, what? In OSW?
That's the way they talked about him.
Guys, you're breaking my heart. He's actually good. He's not a OSW boy.
Well, then you better explain that to them, because watching their review of All Out, the impression I got is like, oh, this guy is pretty much a jobber.
He's not. God damn it, Tony.
Also, Mr. OC seems to think that both Hobbs and Starks are jobbers.
Okay, yeah, Mr. OC, you're getting a loser for this week.
He buried them during that review. Buried them both.
He did. He did.
No.
I'm trying to think. Who do you refer to Team Taz as? I'm trying to remember. Like he called him some sort of like mid-card WWE stable name.
X Factor. Jay compared Team Taz to X Factor. Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
He may have missed the promo since the team was. He has a team in the World Series. Fair play, but go watch that promo. Seriously, watch that Bloodline promo. Good Lord, everyone breaks. But
I don't give a damn what the Tribal Chief wants.
Oh! I was on the floor when as soon as he says that, and Roman Reigns' head pops up. We're getting ahead of each other. We're getting ahead of each other here, for fuck's sake. We got plenty to talk about. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what her name is, but she's talking with Ethan Page, so we go to her as Clip of the Week. Take a listen.
Thanks, guys. Ethan Page, shocking turn of events this past Wednesday on Dynamite. What were you and the firm thinking, turning your backs on MJF?
We were thinking there was a change of plans. That we didn't decide as a group to change. MJF, yeah, you, Max, you decided to change those plans. You decided all of a sudden that you could do everything by yourself. You could do everything the right way, which is great. Because you actually think you became number one contender by yourself? No. No, the firm made MJF number one contender. And the firm was going to make MJF AEW World Champion. But no, you decided to change your plan. So we decided to change ours too and stop doing favors for you. So Wednesday we did a favor for Jon Moxley. Yeah. We're going to send MJF to Full Gear, less than 100%. So enjoy the week off, Max. But don't be too happy, Jon Moxley, because Ethan Page is also going to be at Full Gear, because now I am officially entered in the AEW World Eliminator Tournament. And my plan is to win the whole damn thing and walk in to Winter is Coming and walk out the AEW World Champion and do something that MJF will not pull off at Full Gear. Beat Jon Moxley. Good luck, Max.
Oh, I know what y'all are thinking. Wait, that doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't. But Jerry Lee Lewis passed away, and I can never resist a chance to troll T-Dub.
May he forever rest in piss.
Get your pitchforks over here, folks. He said it, not me.
Yeah,
Respect the art, not the artist. Fair enough, but, you know.
Let's defend the guy who married his 13-year-old cousin.
Yeah, Jerry Lee Lewis was a bastard.
He also tried to kill Elvis at Graceland.
Who hasn't tried to kill Elvis at Graceland?
Seriously?
I assume a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
God was swiveling his hips in the conservative 50s, for fuck's sake. He might have been murdered by... He probably had a lot of people trying to murder him.
And Jerry Lee Lewis was one of them.
Jerry Lee Lewis was crazy.
He was also crazy fucking good.
Pioneer rock, but he was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of pioneers. There's a lot of pioneers of rock.
And and a lot of them were crazy perverts.
Yes, even Elvis.
Especially Elvis.
Look, rest in peace, and let's listen. And y'all, if y'all want to... I lost my train of thought.
There is one person we can wish our well wishes to, and that is Laredo Kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
The guy has intestines, decided to say fuck you, so he had to go to the hospital, and hopefully he'll make a full recovery in due time.
Knocking on wood on that one.
Next on my list, match from AEW Dark this week. Riho defeated Jungle Kiona in one hell of a match.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I recommend you guys go check that one out if you haven't already.
I have. It is a banger. Riho is 2 for 2 this week on good matches. Well, obviously the match was filmed last week, but, you know, being aired this week, that's 2 for 2 in great matches. So...
It's easy to kind of overlook Riho considering how small she is and how she dresses to the ring, but
how she dresses, and I'd say it's easy to overlook it because she is so used sparsely because she's mostly she is a Joshi. She wrestles in Japan full time.
Yeah, but she is all kinds of tough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's been wrestling for nearly 20 years.
Yeah.
She might be young, but she's been wrestling for a long time. She started, as you guys may know, when she was only 9.
Yep. Guts, I think I was half paying attention to that match, but I still hate Riho.
I don't understand how anyone can hate
Guts. Riho. Guts has a few hot takes, obviously, but yeah.
Yeah, Riho, she's adorable, and she's a great wrestler. And the one thing is, very important, she's able to get the fans behind her 100% every time. And she especially gets the young audience. That's who you really want to hook.
That's what you want to score.
Hook them while they're young, and you'll have a fan for life.
Yeah.
I got no reason to hate Riho.
That's how WWE made all their money with John Cena. They hook the fans while they're young with John Cena, and they kept him forever.
Or as far as you can, because obviously the audiences would dwindle.
Yeah.
But hey, it works. All right,
Of course.
Tito, we got a list, so go through it, buddy.
Next, from FIFO.com, the Kingdom are all elite, and you can thank FTR for that.
FTR recommended them? Good call.
Yeah, FTR were.
All right, now, before we get T-Dub's Matt Taven bias get a little too far, let's cut the kayfabe and just say, one, FTR, great, good eye, great pickup. That's number one. Number two, the Kingdom all elite. I'm okay with that. Nothing wrong with that.
No, they're building up that ROH side for that TV deal.
And that's gonna make the Kingdom a tag team to watch in either side of the roster, whichever they land. More than likely Ring of Honor, but if not, there you go.
Next, according to PW Insider, the Elite were backstage in Norfolk, Virginia, and apparently they were greeted very warmly by the locker room.
Yeah, like obviously there's a whole lot of people still in the CM Punk should not be fired camp. We are definitely not in that, but JC, who knew Guts was a Jim Cornette all thing out? He's not that much. Besides, I believe Guts likes Orange Cassidy, unlike James E. Cornette. We'll get to that fucker at the end of the show, of course. So, as regards to the Elite, look, it's obvious that Tony Khan believes the Elite have nothing to do. They're just trying to do their jobs, and PM Piss Punk. Basically, Punk was being a prick.
I already said what I needed to say. I already said what I needed to say about the Elite and what they had to do, and from the sound of it, they did exactly what I suggested they do. They apologized, hopefully to everyone, at least in some manner or some form, to just say, "Hey, we fucked up. We're sorry."
And one interesting thing is that, according to all the reports I'm hearing, the Kenny Omega story apparently seems to be true, that he took Larry out of the room and gave him to Mega to watch during the fight.
That's one of the consistent parts of this story.
Yeah.
And of course, CM Punk is saying no, they kicked the door in and knocked out Larry's teeth. But Dave Meltzer's like, no, that's not what happened. So
all sides point to CM Punk being a bullshitter when it comes to that. Though, if the loose teeth is true, I mean, poor Larry. But
poor Poppers.
Yeah, poor Poppers.
I personally don't believe this because of the timing.
Yeah,
like this story comes out the very same day that the Elite were not only backstage at Dynamite, but were teased for having their return on television. This didn't come out the day of when this whole.
Yeah, that's what David Bixen's been saying. It's like, this is very suspicious that this info only came out now and not when the investigation was actually being conducted. And all the other info was being, leaked out.
This reads to me as CM Punk trying to save face when there is no face to be saved.
Yeah. I mean,
honestly,
it contradicts all the other reports saying that the Elite did not kick in the door. So either this one report stating that Larry got hurt from them kicking the door in is true, or all the other reports that the Elite didn't kick it in is true. So you got to go with the more credible source, and the credible sources say they did not kick in the door.
Yeah, the credible source is saying they heard the scrum. They thought, okay, we got to go to work. Let's see if we could smooth things over. And CM Punk chose violence.
Yeah, and
it's
hard for me to believe that the Elite would resort to violence outright when, they had all these officials surrounding them who could fire them on the spot.
Yeah.
Like, especially when you have Mega right next to you, of all people. Like, she's the second in command.
Yeah.
And for those, Mega is the chief legal officer for AEW. I think that should be mentioned there for those who are wondering what we're talking about.
Yeah, Mega is Tony Khan's right-hand woman, right?
Yeah.
Since this company started.
Yeah.
Like, you can actually find her, like, for some of the early AEW videos.
Yeah.
She's, like, sitting right next to him.
Yeah.
Either that or Cody Rhodes, but yeah.
And to add even more gravitas to the situation, if this was true, that the Elite kicked in the door and hurt Larry the dog, then there was no giddy goddamn way.
You cut off for a second, but I think you're saying there's no goddamn way the Elite are on TV right now in any capacity.
At least not before Punk. If the story is true, which I don't believe it is.
Yeah, Dave Meltzer was talking about this, saying that if CM Punk was the more innocent party, then he would be the one on television and the Elite wouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
So people saying the Elite should be fired, go fuck yourself. That's all I'm going to say. You just want the Fed to win. At this point, you just watch the Fed. It's actually getting good.
The only punishment I could see viable for the Elite is for them to no longer be EVPs. That's about it.
And they were already suspended, and even then, is that even necessary now? Now that everything's been come out, it seems to me like they were taking their EVP status seriously and going, okay, let's see if we could smooth it over. To me, it sounds like the suspension and the vacation of the trios titles is just punishment enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
like if you read everything that's going on, it seems to me like the right people were punished and everyone else that's been suspended is allowed in to work.
I'm just saying, like, if there were to be a punishment, that would be as far as I would take. I wouldn't take it to like firings or any of that.
I think the suspension was enough, really, when you really think about it.
Suspension and losing the trios titles. That's punishment enough.
All right, moving on over to the world of Japan. Coming up at the end of November, we're going to crown the first ever IWGP Women's Champion.
The final has been decided, too.
It's going to happen at Historic Crossover.
Nice.
November 20th in Tokyo, Japan.
And for those wondering what the prize looks like, there it is.
Yep, it's going to be Kairi, the former Kairi Sane of WWE, taking on the current SWA champion. That's basically the international belt for Stardom.
Yep.
Mayu Iwatani, who's a former Ring of Honor Women of Honor champion.
So, dream match when you really think about it.
Although it would be interesting is after this match is over, the first challenger to come up to the champion, which is most likely to be Kairi, will be Mercedes Varnado.
They've been showing pictures of her in Japan with both Kairi in the picture. That is, for those there are people reacting to the belt on screen. And this is the best looking women's world title ever. I believe it might have been modeled after one of the old designs of the IWGP Heavyweight belt. If I'm not mistaken.
Like it's modeled after the V3 belt, if I'm remembering the order correctly.
Hey, that's not a bad design to cue off, though.
Although I do like some of Tokyo Joshi Bros belts.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Shin.
I like the crown motif of it. It gives it a nice little regal look, especially with the with whatever that is in the center with the wings. Is that a person or a Pegasus? I can't really tell.
Looks like an angel. And by the way, Enigma said a second IWGP belt.
Oh, V2.
Not the third, a V2.
Thank you for the correction.
By the way, the belt you see on screen, courtesy of Belt Van Dan.
Guys, a busy man making belts.
It's a beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, guys made a lot of gorgeous belts in the world of wrestling.
Very.
Now heading over to a SmackDown. My next note here just reads, Jay needs to find his inner Usi.
Folks, it's on the internet. It's out there. Sami Zayn did it again, broke everybody.
So first we need to set the scene. We start off with SmackDown.
Yeah.
With the Brawling Brutes, that being Butch.
No.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
And second partner who is not Butch. That's his name now.
Butch and not Butch. Also, yeah, I got the sending for. I get ready for that when we get ready to send for the man. Also, Guts, welcome to the dictionary, Usi.
Nevertheless, the Brawling Brutes win, which, due to Sami and Jay just having some miscommunication on the outside, not getting along, and they're arguing, and Jay's just arguing with everyone.
He's arguing everybody. They're pussing. They're shoving. There's Jay being all kinds of sus and pissed off. The music hits. Everyone going, oh, fuck.
Yep, Daddy's home.
Daddy's home, and he's pissed off.
And when they come back from commercial, they're all lined up in the ring, and Roman basically says, all right, y'all gonna be bitches? So like bitches. And at that point, Roman just puts his head down, and Sami and Jay just talk out their issues. Sami tries to play peacekeeper. Jay says, no, I ain't making peace with you. You're not blood. You don't deserve to be in the bloodline. Sami says, come on, this is what the tribal chief wants.
I don't give a damn what the tribal chief wants. And right there, Roman just pops up his head.
As soon as I heard that, all I heard was Abe Lincoln in the background.
Oh, yes.
Now you fucked up.
Oh, buddy, I got you. I got you.
Oh, now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. You have fucked up now. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up.
Right from the lips of our 16th president.
I saw his head pop up. I'm on the floor laughing, going, oh my God.
And of course, the crowd. That's basically what the crowd said. They were chanting, you fucked up, Adam.
Yeah, the crowd, which is usually WB crowds have become PG. Not here. Even the crowd goes, you fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up.
It's like the reaction from all the wrestlers because everyone immediately just backs away to the edge of the ropes.
Yeah, literally, like the head, like as soon as Roman's head just pops up in reaction, everyone's going, "Oh fuck, duck and cover, duck and cover."
Jay started off all hoppy and stuff, but as soon as Roman fully turned his head around, he was like, "Oh crap, what did I say?"
He was like, "That's what the fuck I say. That's what the fuck." And as soon as he realizes, "Oh shit."
And Sami tries to defuse the situation, but of course saying that, Jay just needs to find his inner Usi.
He's not been feeling so Usi. And the crowd laughs, and Roman's the first to break with Jey Uso not too fucking far behind.
And behind them, Jimmy's dead, and
Jimmy's dead.
It's like how Jay just tries to keep his composure by constantly keeping his head down every time just to try to not break character.
And no, forget it. They all just. Sami Zayn broke them all. Even Paul Heyman just trying to hold back laughter. But can't. He's got a smile on his face. And Roman can't help but just, okay, fuck it. We're improv.
Yep.
We know what plan. We know what point B is. Let's not go against the crowd. We're all laughing our ass off at this point.
Speaking of the crowd, Roman from this crowd reaction.
There's the picture right there. There's Jay just trying to hold it back, can't, and then Roman just trying to react, trying to be professional.
Can we talk about the crowd reaction? Because when Roman came out and during this whole section, Roman just felt like a white meat babyface.
Then again, he's facing Logan Paul.
He rolled with it. He turned into the skid. It's like, if we're gonna crash, let's make it a memorable crash. Come here, Jay. Come here.
Now, I'm talking about like the moment he came out and just the way the crowd reacted to his entrance and to his promo, it just felt like he felt like a babyface.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Like, it's really interesting that the road to getting the top babyface status was through this heel work, which is what everyone has been saying since day one. Interesting that.
It's a very weird thing, but then again, it takes a Paul brother to take the dynamic. Oh, right now WWE's presenting Logan Paul as a babyface. They know he ain't.
No.
They know it. Even they know it. So at this point, they're like, all right, fuck it, let's have some fun with it.
So
They're
Roman,
evolving. Vince would have driven a wedge in there. You're gonna fucking hate him as a heel. You're gonna love it on his face. Triple H is like, all right, we gotta do this. It's in the books. Fuck it. Well, we'll swing. We will adjust with the crowd, and that segment is the perfect example of that.
Yeah, especially love how Roman just grabs Jay by the neck and just goes, all right, so if you don't find your inner Usi, I'm going to take Sami and take away the honorary title. I'm going to give him a new name, Sami Uso.
And he even then Jay goes back to the fuck you say mode, and he breaks again.
A straight face with the term Usi and Sami Uso.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to give this segment a down. I mean, I'm gonna have to give it a loser for this week.
Why?
Because WWE were wrong for what they did.
What'd they do?
How dare they go against standards and practices on TV and having a bunch of corpses in the middle of that fucking ring? It was disgusting. because after he said Usi, there was like 6 dead bodies in that ring.
Yeah, there were.
That was the only one really able to keep it together.
Yeah, and Jay was trying so fucking hard. You see that picture? That's when you see. Check it, Lise. This is the exact moment Jay Uso broke down.
And of course, the segment ends with the wise man taking the microphone and literally counting down to commercial.
Literally, ladies and gentlemen, here's a word from our sponsor. 3, 2. He drops it. Fade to black.
And they all walk away as it fades.
And you know goddamn well that as soon as they got behind Gorilla,
they're on the floor. All of them on the floor. Triple H, Road Dogg, even Shawn Michaels for some reason on the floor, laughing their balls off.
And I'm talking about Shawn Michaels' laugh when he laughed at Coach.
Yeah, that. You want me to hit it? I know. You know I got it.
Give it to us. We this one. I know Cole wanted to laugh.
Cole and Wade were holding the back, were choking back laughter. I'm sure. Well, they do have a mute button. Like if you go to commentary booths, if you volunteer to do a sports commentary, there's a cough button or a mute button that they use if they want to cough. They were probably holding that fucker down, laughing their asses off.
They had to because
they had to.
There's no way they could have kept a straight face during that.
There was no fucking way.
If Roman Reigns can't keep a straight face, no one can.
Well, the most dead serious heels in the entire business, and he breaks.
That's how good Sami Zayn is.
So could you imagine, all the way back when Roman was having this blood feud with Jey Uso, that just a short time later, he's cracking he just couldn't keep it together because of Sami Zayn. Wrestling takes us on fun journeys, does it not?
This moment was up. This whole segment was up there with some of my favorite, funniest live moments ever.
Yeah,
it's got to be up there with "This Is Your Life."
Oh God,
This Is Your Life. DX does the McMahons, the flare off.
Yeah, Steiner math.
Of course, later on in the night, Paul Heyman dug an even deeper hole by trying to show Roman Reigns Logan Paul's boxing footage, but Roman wasn't interested, going, this was just kind of his third match this next week. I'm going to beat his ass. He's nothing. But then Paul Heyman has to open his mouth and say, oh, Brock Lesnar won his style in his third match. To which Roman just immediately just like, what'd you say? I'm not saying that he's Brock Lesnar. I'm also not saying Brock Lesnar can beat Roman Reigns. I'm going to go get the fuel. Yeah, that'd be for the best.
I'm gonna start the jet. I'm gonna fuck off.
Oh, Paul.
Oh man, this
because he's always like, my tribal chief. Like Paul Heyman really is one of the best mic men in the business.
And he's in the ring full of them too now.
My next note simply reads, why the hell is he still Madcap Moss?
Yeah, he had a match against Karrion Kross, which was an absolute banger, by the way.
Oh, is that what you thought it was? I was bored out of my mind watching this.
Okay, I was fucking kidding. That match sucked.
I could not.
It served the purpose of putting over Karrion Kross, but that was about it.
Shouldn't have a 5-minute squash. Because who's going to believe a guy named Madcap Moss? Like, this guy isn't even Madcap anymore. That was his old gimmick when he was a heel. The gimmick has completely changed, but they kept the name because
reasons.
All right, we got to bring it back. Because if we're gonna shit on Madcap Moss, we need some comedy here.
Why are you yelling at me? I'm trying to make peace. The tribal chief said he wants peace.
Man, I don't give a damn what the tribal chief said.
Curtis heel Kevin 1 on TikTok. That got me. That brought it back.
And of course, Uncle Howdy debuted during the Wyatt promo. We finally got to see him.
Yeah, that was a creepy ass mask. On par with the gimmick. On par with the Bray Wyatt verse when you think about it.
According to many people, it was modeled after Barry Windham.
I can kind of see it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Definitely goes into Bray Wyatt digging into his past and family stuffs to make into these supernatural characters.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Yet.
So we'll see where they go with this character. So far, it's been interesting. He's been back nearly a month, and all he's had to do was just talk to himself.
Yeah,
that's some good payday right there. Back all these weeks, hasn't even had to take a bump. Amazing.
Of course, things will actually be allowed to have good matches. Because that was the thing. He great on the mic, awesome character, mid in the ring.
We'd see him have good matches like with John Cena and the
True, but lately when it counts, I mean, I think there's a legitimate argument for people saying, okay, he's a perennial loser, or he is not allowed to actually have full-on matches anymore.
Honestly, it feels like some of his worst matches because they'll just overbook them with gimmicks. Like his match with Randy Orton, where they kept on having things show up in the ring on the ring canvas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it almost feels like most of the bad things that happen are out of his control, and that's a really, lowers.
Hopefully that shit changes.
Yeah, hopefully he's allowed to just wrestle, because I remember him having good matches when he's just allowed to wrestle.
Yeah.
And he will have been out of the Fed for a while, hasn't wrestled so much. Hopefully his body will be healed up as much as humanly possible.
Here's hoping. Of course, next we move on to at least Shin and I's favorite part of the show, the Wrestling Games Grand Prix.
Oh, I like that WGGP.
Groovy.
Yeah, I watch it. Weekend doesn't start without it.
And of course, things started with Spider Duel defeating Bonesaw McGraw.
Yeah, the Macho Man versus the Spider-Man. Yeah. 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Playtime.
3 minutes of playtime. Yes,
and whoever
sir.
And whoever created him in Fire Pro gave him those voice lines.
Perfect.
As part of some of his taunts. So that's a great time.
Yeah, unfortunately, Bonesaw was no match for Spider-Man, who just seems to be busting out new moves every week.
Starting to think that making a superhuman the champion may have been a bad idea because he seems busted as fuck. Need to nerf him. Or, I'm trying to think, who could be a worthy opponent for him? Wait, I know who it could be. The Pepsi vending machine!
Ooh.
If you want to get serious, put him in the ring with the only person Spider-Man truly fears, Morlun.
Or, if you want to keep the wrestling theme, how about this? everyone's favorite Guardian of the Galaxy, Drax.
Oh.
Greetings, Spider Person. I've come to take your belt. And your other belt. I have need of belts.
For those who don't know, in the comic books, Drax is a former MMA champion.
He is.
And a jazz musician.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I could kind of see that.
Yeah, he was a jazz musician.
Then we got Lex Luger making his defense, and he entered with a D-Generation Lex Titantron and T-shirt.
He came in. I got a note. He came in with the Run DMC remix.
Yeah.
Of the Generation X theme song from Aggression.
One of the best remixes I've ever heard in my life.
Yep. If you're not down with D-Generation Lex, I got 2 words for you. My God. Ah!
But the dream had ended. The dream had ended. Who was his challenger?
Triple H politics his way to defeat Lex Luger to win the WWE WGGP Championship with HBK running around ringside.
Literally, he was just running around. The CPU was like, there was a super kick loaded. Didn't need it.
I think we're almost forgetting something. Since this is Triple H, the WGGP.
The game! Yeah.
And we're going to be hearing a lot of more of that in the weeks to come.
At least next week.
Sting was screwed. Sting deserves a rematch.
Sting deserves nothing.
All right, boys, you're both incredibly fucking ugly.
Is our best friend.
Sting needs to stay up in the rafters and do whatever it is he does in the rafters.
He spies on us.
Like a voyeur. That's why he hasn't been out there with Darby Allin, because Darby found him creepy because he was always around him.
Folks, I got nothing. No, they're just going.
Dynamite, live from Norfolk, Virginia. Unfortunately, I couldn't be there because I had work, and I'm pretty sure ticket prices would have been kind of up there. My brother-in-law was there with his brother. He had pretty good seats.
Good. Nice. You had a decent show.
Yep. First note here, Norfolk loves Utah.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Utes.
They love the Utes. Yeah, Yuta and Claudio were making their entrance. Yuta was the one getting the chance.
Utes going to be...
Claudio doing the swing and carry combo. God damn, that's a lot of strength.
So goddamn strong.
By the way, anyone see that the party is back? They're reforming.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they all
there was a video shared by everybody, and in some way, shape, or form, they are returning.
And you know what that means?
Time for Chugs to chug it up?
No, but we do know that now the party is now disputed. Yeah. I'm undisputed with my friends again. I'm undisputed.
God damn it. That's one of the best parts I've ever seen. Oh, good old Breeze.
We need the party back. We need the party back as soon as possible on Twitch. Blink Uno for all of the salt.
By the way, I don't think Adam Cole will be returning with Kyle O'Reilly, but more on that later.
Yep.
Okay.
So, Claudio and Yuta defeated Jericho and Garcia with Claudio pinning Jericho clean as a whistle.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, him with the neutralizer pinned him. 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I got my wires crossed there. I was thinking of something else. No, that was clean as a whistle. I mean, but then again, the result reads he pinned Jericho, but really, when really think about it, he beat everybody.
He did kind of run around the ring, uppercutting everyone in their face.
Everyone ate an uppercut.
It was an uppercut banquet, and everyone was getting seconds.
To quote Mauro Ranallo, there was an uppercut party, and an uppercut party don't stop.
Oh, yeah. Then we go to the Mongo position as Danielson was being interviewed, and oh boy, tensions are growing between him and Yuta, and Claudio was playing neutral.
Lizer.
Lizer. Get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Claudio, neutral?
Yeah. Neutralizer.
No, because Swiss.
Yeah.
Oh,
Swiss.
and also because this was a BCC, I have to do it. Ah, man with the mask, you creme brulee, you. I just love to crack you open and let you melt all over me. Yes.
And then after that, we got what no one was expecting, but was pleasantly surprised by, a vignette teasing the return of the Elite. The Elite.
In vignette form, and it's a wonderful vignette.
So, yes, they are coming back, and it is going to be a glorious return.
Indeed.
Then we got a JAS promo, which suffered from technical difficulties, and what it boiled down to is Jericho challenging any former ROH champion, whether world, television, tag team, he doesn't care. If you're a former champion ROH, he wants to face you next week to destroy ROH even further. And I'd like to put forth my guess.
Okay.
First, Dark Order appears. They're all up on the stage. The announcer's like, what's this? None of them were ROH champions. They point to the tunnel. Boom, boom. Colt Cabana. Boom, boom.
He's on the list. Actually,
champion.
Speaking of that, I think it's a good time to bring in our good buddy T-Dub.
Yes?
Introduce our good buddy via email, please.
Oh, now? Okay.
May as well.
It's was right in the middle of the Dynamite recap, but okay then. It's time for French.
Now, the crux of this email is the list of former Ring of Honor World Champions that Jericho could face. So, segue, in a sense. For thousands of years, he begins, I have been laid dormant. Who dares to disturb it? Oh, it's you. See, I see what you did there. Well, hello there, you magnificent bastards. Since I'm the only one sending emails there, again, I don't live in the US or Canada, so that should do it. If you still want news, I'm still on my job for 5 years, still lifting weights so much I could lift my 200-pound ass on a deadlift.
Nice.
Yeah. And judging from the current situation, I'm doing anything to invest into myself, owning an apartment that I rent, and considering doing a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu next year to improve my health and to be a better person.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that.
Glad to hear you're doing good too. Outside of that, I'm listening to you guys whenever I agree or disagree with your perspectives. I'm mostly watching AEW, and yes, even when Vince is out, WWE starts to get better. But again, I still can't handle 3 hours of Raw. You and I both, buddy.
Yeah, that's why I'm when it comes to WWE, I'm sticking with SmackDown. It's just 2 hours, and I just fast forward through whatever doesn't interest me.
Yeah. WB still gets better and all that stuff. Last pay-per-view I watched was Extreme Rules. Was okay. All Out was insane despite the aftermath. We'll get to that. And Bound for Glory, which was decent. I'll not go through the news, but the Ring of Honor will face another former world champion. And just for the fun of it, I'll list you the former champions at least once and give you thoughts on about it. So he starts with low key. Can happen if he's available. Xavier sadly died in 2020. Rest in peace. Samoa Joe can happen despite being the current Ring of Honor champion. Austin Aries won't happen. Don't know what he's doing. CM Punk won't happen after what he's done. Jamie Noble still in WWE and retired if I'm correct. Yeah, he is a producer now. Danielson already happened, and it was still a banger. Homicide might happen. Takeshi Murashima retired. Nigel McGuinness retired. Jerry Lynn. Thank you. Retired. Tyler Black, a.k.a. Seth freaking Rollins, happy in WB, so good for the Penguin. Seriously, he sounds like Burgess Meredith when he cackles. He kind of does, actually.
In some Seth Rollins news, he brought back the blonde hair.
He did. There's a picture of the The wedding, which will probably, I know I'm bringing it up in the winners for sure. We'll get to that, of course. Roderick Strong still in NXT, I believe. Also, did he manage to marry someone with no talent on the mic in Marina Shafir? He's about to break my back, isn't he? He's broken all our backs at this point. You'll be fine. It still won't help the fact that Marina Shafir fucking sucks, so don't worry about it. Roderick Strong. Go ahead.
She's been showing a little bit of personality in the past couple weeks, more than usual. She actually cracked a smile.
Is it enough, though?
Only
Be
time
honest.
will tell.
Eddie Edwards may happen if Impact will allow it. Davey Richards might happen if he's still active. I believe he's wrestling in MLW now. Kevin Steen happy in WWE, so that's a no-go. Jay Briscoe would love to see it, but TBS don't like his antics. Adam Cole, baby, out of action. Hope he'll get better soon. Michael Elgin. He was like in 2011, I'd say yes, but right now, hell no. Jay Lethal, he's a heel, so not yet. Kyle O'Reilly won't happen since he's injured. Still is. Christopher Daniels, would love to see that. Dalton Castle already happened, and it was awesome. Matt Taven, a heel, but busy with the Kingdom. I wouldn't rule it out either. Roosh, he's a heel, so nope. PCO, take my money, but he's with Impact. Bandito already happened, and it was fun. Jonathan Gresham, if he's allowed to, I have no issue. I think he clowned his way out of the Ring of Honor position because he's yeah. And Claudio can't wait for the rematch, maybe at Final Battle? Question mark.
Kind of interesting that there hasn't been that many ROH World Champions in the grand scheme of things when you consider they've been around for 20 years.
There you go. And a lot of them but there's a lot of viable options in there at the very least. That being said, he's got winners and losers. I will keep those for that segment later, of course.
All right.
We'll keep that in mind. Sorry to cut you off, but I thought there was a good spot to take a look at the list there. So there you go.
Indeed.
Continue.
Guns are still cosplaying as FTR in the audience.
Yeah, and that's their next feud.
And the Acclaimed scissored with chairs because, of course, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were just enjoying watching the match with two potential challengers while riding a couple of BBCs.
Yeah. Phrasing.
That's what you gotta do.
Yep.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta ride some BBCs and scissor at the same time.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah.
BWO guy in the crowd was impressed with Keith Lee's leapfrog, as were we all, because goddamn, guy that big hitting a leapfrog of that height, that's some good. That Keith Lee does not skip leg day.
No, I don't think. I think every day is head. If you're a big dude like that, I'm pretty sure every day is leg day.
Ooh, guy must have quads of steel.
Quads of Steel, the new hockey game on the NES, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
No, I gotta do it right. Quads of Steel.
Swerve and Our Glory end up winning, though, and they defeated FTR via Yambag City.
Get him in the yam bags. Get him in the yam bags, Excalibur. The yam bags. Yeah, but it was double cheating. Yam bags and interference from the Has Boys.
All unbeknownst to Keith Lee, who I'm sure upon finding out would not be very happy with this result.
This was actually, I like this result because it fixes the issue that you have with FTR being as good as they are. Because if they're the number one contenders and they go up against the Acclaimed, they have to win those belts. Or else they can't call themselves the greatest tag team ever. And if they do, that will cut the Acclaim's title run very, very short. So this way, they can feud with someone else. They've legitimately been knocked out of number one contention, and the Acclaim can continue their title reign for a good long while, hopefully.
And FTR still have another team to feud with in the meantime.
Both the Ass Boys and maybe the Embassy.
And it seemed like we were about to get a Saraya promo, but she was interrupted by Baker. They started bickering, and Renee was like, nope, next week we're going to do this good and proper.
And next week, indeed, it's a sit-down. Britt Baker and Saraya. Renee Young in the middle.
Renee Paquette.
Yeah, well, when your husband's John Moxley, some badass is liable to roll off on you.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she'll do her best to keep them in line.
Shit, did I say Renee Young?
Yes.
God damn it. Force of habit, folks. Sorry. It's Renee Paquette. She's a fellow Canadian. I gotta fuck that up.
I know. Just thought of all people, you'd be the first one on that.
Seriously.
Nevertheless, yeah, it seems like Renee Paquette is going to do everything in her power to keep them in line, because if she inherited anything from John Moxley, that would be helpful.
That would help, yeah.
And next we have an MJF promo where he promised not to use his ring at Full Gear. Also, he's going to gargle John Moxley's piss.
No, he was imitating Moxley there, to be fair.
Now, I'm pretty sure he's just doing foreplay.
I don't think Renee would appreciate that, especially in her face.
For Ms. Paquette, or Mrs. Paquette, Ms. Moxley, whatever. Allow me. Dave!
MJF said it, not me.
Now, he was imitating Mox.
Sure, let's go with that.
Dave!
Nevertheless, Stoke interrupted him, and
he fucked up again.
MJF said this is his final warning. Stay away from Moxley. He wants there to be no excuses when he beats him, and if he does anything to the contrary, he will fire Stoke.
And you could say, it's a face thing, but no, legitimately, he wants no excuses. He wants everyone to if you boo, it's like, why are you booing? I'm right. Like, he wants that kind of heat.
To quote Mr. Scarface from Batman the Animated Series, when the muscles start stinking it's the brains, it's time to amputate.
Basically, yeah.
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 Next, we had a Kingdom promo where Matt Taven challenges for the TNT title.
Gee, I wonder how well that's gonna go.
I'm sure it will go swimmingly.
Like swimming in a river full of slime from Ghostbusters 2.
You know what, Shin? Let him have his fun. We could dunk on him later.
Okay. Later.
Moving on, Danielson and Sami Guevara had a pretty good match, but in the final 2 minutes, Danielson destroyed Guevara, showing absolutely no mercy to the poor lad.
Nope. It was a fun match, and then Garcia hit the Bryan Danielson button, and that was just the end of it.
Garcia?
Fuck you, I'm tired.
Yep, he learned a lesson that night.
Yes, Sami Guevara learned not to piss off Danielson, because then you get your fucking head kicked in.
A lot.
Also, fuck whoever said that Danielson carried him in this match.
No, who said that?
Some rando on Twitter.
Some rando on Twitter said,
that
Danielson
rando's a
carried
fucking
Sami
idiot.
Guevara in that match.
That rando's a fucking idiot.
Don't pay them any mind.
Yeah.
And it was these two had a banger of a match. Guevara got murdered.
Everyone's happy in their head place.
Then we get a nice little bit of a promo backstage from Phoenix and Alex, saying that they want to go for the All-Atlantic title. But Christian Cage says, nah, that's Luchasaurus. And then OC's like, nah, I'll fight him. I'm hardcore. Take them both.
Yeah, another triple threat.
I'll take them both. I'm
taking both. I'm hardcore.
I love how someone on Twitter said that this actually makes sense for Orange Cassidy, because if it's a three-way match, then OC doesn't have to wrestle as much.
I did not even think about that.
It's the greatest excuse. It's like there's no excuses because that Super Bowl III keeps winning triple threats, but at the same time, it fits his lazy ass so well.
I could do one-on-one, but then I would have to wrestle the whole match. So I'll just do three-way so I can just nap for a bit, come in later.
Can't you guys?
What's up, Chin?
Yeah, you cut off there.
Can't you guys fight like for 10 minutes or something? I don't know.
There you go.
I'm gonna go get some nachos. I'll be right back. And there's no count out, so he could legitimately do that.
Yeah, you just walk out of the ring, get some nachos, watch the match, and then he's like, "Oh, looks like they're getting tired. All right, I guess I'll go win my match then."
And it makes for a versatile kind of matchup too. So the thumb is up. The thumb is up.
And we mentioned this match earlier, but Hayter and Riho had what you might call a banger.
Yep.
Yeah, a bang her.
God damn it, Shin.
When it comes to Jamie Hayter.
1 week, Shin. Just 1 week.
Yeah. So long as Jamie Hayter is living and looking good, never.
Oh boy, we'll never get free from this hell. And of course, I know Shin is thinking, "Oh, I'd like to go to hell with Jamie Hayter."
If by hell you mean her ass cheeks, then yes. Very much like to go.
Fuck's sakes. Anyways, Hayter picked up the victory with one hell of a good-looking Rainmaker.
It was a pretty stiff one, but Riho's tough. She could take it.
Yep. And the right person won because you're building up Jamie Hayter even more. So there's that.
Yeah. And then Toni Storm walked out onto the stage, and it looks like we have our title match for Full Gear.
Jamie Hayter versus Toni Storm.
And I have a feeling this is where the split is going to happen.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling there's going to be some miscommunication. Jamie Hayter is going to lose, and she is going to snap like Ken Shamrock. Either that or Britt Baker's going to get so jealous of all the attention that Jamie's getting that she's going to cost her the match. One of those two things, I think.
Yep.
Either way makes sense.
And then we got an Eddie Kingston promo where he was just all smiles throughout the promo.
Oh, you could see through the bullshit. Even he's like, I got to be smiling. I got to be this. Urge to kill rising.
He's like, why does everyone want to talk about me? Let's talk about your man. Let's talk about Moxley in his world title match. That's gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kill somebody. I'm not gonna kill anybody. I'm just gonna go to a bodega and get me a sandwich, mate. You know, the Aki way. You know. Anybody? No, I'm not gonna kill nobody, right, Renee? Yeah, you know me, Renee. Yeah, me, you. I'm not gonna kill nobody.
Oh boy! Next week we're getting Darby Allin versus Jay Lethal. And this is followed by a Darby Allin promo where he says that his greatest weakness is himself. He also explains that Sting isn't there because Darby needs to show that he does not need Sting to succeed.
So what Sting did in the WGGP.
God damn it.
I don't need that kind of influence in my life right now.
Sting did nothing wrong. He was helping Luger, then Luger turned on Sting, and then Luger cheated to defeat Sting.
Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna go throw myself down some stairs.
Yes.
He fell.
He fell.
Down some stairs.
I fell.
Also, next week we're getting the Daddy Ass Birthday Bash. But what shape will his fingers be in? We'll talk about that later.
Oh boy. Oh god.
And then we got our Penta entering with some badass looking samurai gear, taking on Jon Moxley.
AEW World Title on the line. That gentleman had a banger.
Yes.
That they did. They went out, tried to murder the fuck out of each other, but in the end, Mox murdered better.
With
both a paradigm. Sorry, go ahead.
With a paradigm shift followed by a Death Rider.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Pretty much.
One hell of a way to finish a match. However, afterwards, the Firm attacked Mox. MJF, initially looking very, very conflicted, ran down to the ring, and he fired the hell out of Stokely Hathaway. And then he started talking trash to Moxley, telling him there will be no excuses. He's doing everything in his power to make sure that way, but the Firm had other plans.
Do we hit? Do we fire the lasers? Do we fire the missiles on this one?
I don't think he trusted them well enough for it to count for a betrayal.
So Firefly then.
Yeah, we can do Firefly.
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
This is what happens when you hire mercenaries instead of a real group, MJF. Mercenaries are only loyal to money.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you cut off their money, they're like, okay, so we murder everyone then. And MJF got murdered. He took an Ego's Edge.
Oh, yeah.
And he took a choke slam through a table.
By who?
W. Morrissey. Oh, fuck.
That's right.
God damn it.
It's part 1,467,000 part of my plan.
That's how many arm bars.
Exactly. And then, when everything's said and done, well, everybody's looking at the match between MJF and Moxley. I'll sneak backstage, and I'll replace Bryan Danielson's soy milk with regular milk. He'll never see it coming.
You bastard! You son of a bitch. Also, Enigma, W. Morrissey's better than Enzo Amore now.
Yeah, he is long since eclipsed.
He's like you have. It's you. We could tell. I could tell by saying he's calling him Enzo's bitch in the chat, and I'm like, yeah, no, you have not watched some W. Morrissey in Impact, buddy, and it shows.
Yeah, this guy is far. Like he is no.
It's
longer
night and day ever since he went sober.
Yeah, it really is amazing.
After he went sober, he got better, and I am immensely proud of him. I've said this many times on this podcast and on Rift Downs. I am proud of W. Morrissey's progress and the success he has earned.
Yeah, it really is amazing.
And earned is the right word for it, too.
Yeah, this guy busted his ass. I mean, when you look at him, even during the end of his WWE run compared to now, it really is night and day.
He says he keeps missing Impact. Can't really blame him. It's hard to fucking watch the fucking thing, but... And Gut says, Enzo has done MLW stuff, no further comment. Fair enough.
Well, let's hope that Enzo's improved as well.
I saw one match of his against somebody, which was supposed to be a callback to Razor Ramon versus the 1-2-3 Kid. And from what I saw of it, Enzo's improved a bit.
Well, at least he's got that going. And then we have AEW Rampage, which aired live, so not from Norfolk, Virginia. God damn it. So they announced next week on Rampage, Mike Tyson. He's going to be on commentary, apparently.
Yeah, Rampage from Atlantic City. It's going to be live, and he's going to be on commentary. So, basically, it's an episode of Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson featuring Rampage.
Yeah. People still finding ways to shit on it.
Nevertheless, Mox defeated Matt Menard in quite a pretty good opening contest. But before he could celebrate any further, Stoke interrupted the victory with good old Lee Moriarty, and they issued a challenge to Mox. Lee versus Mox on Dynamite.
That's going to be brutal.
Lee Moriarty's going to goddamn die.
That's basically what Mox said in his promo, actually. He's going to murder the kid.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then Dante Martin was announced to be the first entrant for the AEW World Title Eliminator Tournament, where the finals will be determined at Full Gear.
Yay.
Going to be it. Let's see who he's facing in the first round. Could be a banger.
With Dante Martin, it almost most surely will be.
It will be fun.
The guy is king of forgetting gravity existing.
He is a living game genie. He breaks all the rules.
He is a game genie, a game shark, and all the other cheat devices combined into one.
Better yet, he is a TAS.
Yeah, yes. Actually, yeah.
He is a tool-assisted speed run. Absolutely. I will not argue that point.
Someone who at least has the look of a tool-assisted speedrun, Jade Cargill. She cut a promo working out in a very well-lit room, all moody and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And I feel that the match at Full Gear for her is going to be against Nyla Rose for her to get back her TBS title.
Makes sense.
She lost it fair and square, so...
No, she did. She did not lose it fair and square. It was stolen.
You know what? Shin has a point. She did lose it via stealing, which is still losing it.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that Jericho lost the AEW World title after he won it.
I'm co-hosting the show with the choir pedantic. What the fuck am I doing?
I never said that Nyla Rose won the title. I just said Jade lost it.
All Jade had to do was to keep the belt around her baddies, and it would never have been stolen.
Then again, her baddies have been fucking up, to be fair.
If they have.
You think a split is in the works?
Eh,
Give it about a month or two.
yeah.
Following that, Keith Lee destroyed Serpentico with a spirit bomb.
Literally, squash.
You could have fit the whole match into one replay.
That's a GIF right there. Match is like
time.
bell rings, dude attacks, gets powerbombed the fuck out of. 1, 2, 3, dead.
And as soon as Serpentico tried to slap Keith Lee in the chest, he's like, "Oh shit, I'm dead. I'm fucking dead." Yeah, you're dead, indubitably.
Powerbomb, dead.
By the way, does Serpentico have the longest losing streak in AEW?
Ooh.
Depends. What kind when was the last time Luther won a match?
He's his tag team partner.
Exactly.
I think they might have the longest losing streak.
And Rageful Eric in the chat. Now with the part we are waiting for. Not safe for work coming up. Good call. And Guts, he's at 97.
Jesus Christ.
That has to be a record for AEW.
That's Brooklyn Brawler territory right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for Serpentico, they gotta go full Brian Myers with him and just have him get to at least 100 losses. So after that, the Acclaim came out wondering where the hell is Daddy Ass, because he's nowhere to be found. He's disappeared.
And insert horror movie featuring fucking Swerve Strickland and Daddy Ass Billy Gunn.
So yeah, he abducted Billy Ass, and he says that he's not going to make it next week. He's not going to make it to their title match. And then takes a pair of pliers and starts torturing his fingers.
I was getting some major Dark Knight Joker vibes from this.
Yeah, it turns out Sneaky Swerve is one sadistic son of a bitch.
So, yeah, in case you're wondering, yeah, Swerve's going to turn fucking heel.
And Keith Lee looked just as disturbed as the Acclaimed were by this footage.
Yeah.
So that split is coming real quick.
Oh, indubitably. I can't fucking say the goddamn word.
Indubitably.
Indubitably. Got it, finally.
And then Time Ella defeated Madison Rayne in an okay match.
Decent. Not the best, not the worst. Just decent.
And he got the job done, I suppose. And then we got the aforementioned Ethan Page promo, where he announced his involvement in the Full Gear tournament.
Put belt on all ego.
We'll see. Next week, though, we're getting an all-Atlantic dream match on Rampage, meaning
you were saying
anyone can challenge for the belt in an open challenge.
What I was saying was, every year I'm starting to look more and more forward to the Full Gear tournament.
And I saw that V1 was giving out about tournament, preferring they do a storyline, but at the same time, AEW is trying to go lean into more of the sports aspect, so I can see why they would lean on tournaments to determine the number one contender for the world titles. Because they do model themselves after Japanese companies.
And not every tournament needs a long form story. Maybe one or two wrestlers can have a long term story, but not every one of them need, is it?
Well, V1 is saying though is that he's tired of seeing tournaments on television and just prefers storylines to determine the contenders. But me, I actually like tournaments because it's an easy way to tell stories within them.
Double-edged sword, if you ask me.
Yeah, I can see that. Nevertheless, as I said earlier, All Atlantic Dream Match next week. I'm calling the challenger for Orange Cassidy to be the dream match we were promised years ago in 2020. Book it, Tony. Minoru Suzuki.
We need this match.
We do. We fucking do.
2.5 years.
It's Atlantic City. It's practically New York. They'll pop.
Hello, Orange Cassidy. We have some unfinished business. So I guess you want the title. What title? I'm just here to kick your ass.
Next up, we have the TNT Championship. Matt Taven, who entered with the rest of the Kingdom, and notice what theme music they used.
They stole Cole's music.
No, they used a combination of Suffer Unto Me and Something For You. Now, that specific mix was used during the Kingdom's run when they were tagging with Adam Cole, baby!
I hate that I can't Dave you because you're fucking right. Fuck.
Which means when Adam Cole returns, it's very likely he'll be teaming up and reuniting with the Kingdom.
Just so long as he kicks out Matt Taven.
No. You know what, Shin? If Adam Cole is working with the Kingdom, I might be a Kingdom mark. God, I need a shower. Fuck. Welcome to the dark side.
Don't you mean the purple side?
It's dark purple. It's a dark purple, Shin.
It's not. It's.
I
purple.
feel so fucking dirty.
It's purple. That is what it is. The less cooler version of purple.
Everything is cool. By the way, the promo Matt Taven cut before this match was absolutely amazing, especially the expressions he was making during Wardlow's part. Almost as good as Daddy Magic's.
Yeah, I can't. I knew this was gonna happen. I told the guys in the AEW calls I'm not gonna hear the end of it, and obviously I'm not.
And then Wardlow cheated to defeat Matt Taven.
He won with a Powerbomb Symphony. Call it like it is, you fucking fuck.
That was an illegal amount of power bombs.
There is no illegal amount of power bombs, and you fucking know it.
There should be. There should be a limit on that. In fact, I believe if you go to the Chikara rulebook on page 39, section B, it says that if you attack your opponent too many times after it looks like you should have won the match, disqualification.
What is the name of that rule?
I forget, but I know it's a real rule.
Then it doesn't fucking count.
Actually,
CJ can back me up on this.
Sit the fuck down. Shen.
Actually, I have the rule book right here. It does indeed say that, but there's an addendum to this that says, in the case of Matt Taven, please use any and all necessary excessive force and pound him into the mat. It says so right here.
Yeah, actually, no, wait, give me
That's
that.
written. That is written in crayon. It can't be legal.
You sure you're reading the right goddamn book? Because the whole goddamn page is written in crayon. Your crayon, his crayon, everyone's goddamn crayon.
Oh, T-Dub must be reading from the 2nd edition. This is the 4th edition. There's a lot of changes that have been made.
And Kira Crystal says it doesn't matter what the rule is. And CJ says you could get DQ'd for overkilling your opponent in Chikara.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's an actual rule.
And Wardlow went against that
rule. T-Dub. It's not Chikara. It's AEW. And Matt Taven's a heel, and Wardlow powerbombs heels. That's the rule of the law. You fuck around, you find out.
Yep.
The Melvin hater fucked around. He was liable to find out. Besides, he's going to be the Ring of Honor Tag Champ eventually, so why are you bitching?
What's that? You say he's going to be the Ring of Honor World Champion and defeat Chris Jericho?
Tag Champion. Dave! On that.
Wow.
After that, though, it looks like Hobbs has joined the embassy.
Yeah, post-match thing, the embassy shows up. Will Hobbs decides to show up too, and they beat the crap out of it. And Cage picks up the TV championship, the Ring of Honor TV title, and Hobbs picks up the TNT title. So we got ourselves Cage versus Joe at Final Battle, and from the looks of it, looks like we got ourselves some Hobbs versus Wardlow for the TNT title coming up.
Yep. Leopold versus Devo.
Should be good.
And that's all the news I have for this particular week, unless either of you have any news you'd like to share yourselves.
We'll go with you there first, Shen.
I got nothing.
All right. We'll go very quickly with the... Oh, actually, no, we forgot to bring up the fact that GCW and WWE are working together, question mark?
I'll believe that when I see Roman Reigns in a GCW ring.
Actually, no. I'll believe it when I see Nick F. Gage wrestles Roman Reigns.
Well, he was good enough for John Moxley, and he's the world champion of AEW.
And if they do that, they better get the entrance right.
I mean, this is still PG WWE. That's not going to be MGK all fucking day.
Our boy, the Dapper Yapper, did it as well as he could.
That he did.
Mm-hmm.
As well as he could. Let's see. And of course, Kira brought up Sheamus getting married. There was a picture online of Miro and CJ Perry, I should say. Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins with some blonde hair on his head.
Yep, he's bringing back a bit of the blonde. A bit more than usual, actually.
We'll find out what it looks like on Monday. That's all I got to say there. Beyond that, there is the matter of Logan Paul versus Roman Reigns in Saudi Blood Money 10. We're going after that YouTube bacon money. It's not going to be a full preview. You guys feel like riffing it, whatever you feel like riffing. Usos will defend the undisputed tag team titles against the Brawling Brutes as a result of that matchup on Friday. So that's the tag team title match. Bianca Belair versus Bayley in a last woman standing match. Yes, they're going to allow women to wrestle there again. Drew McIntyre, Karrion Kross steel cage match. Bork Lasers versus Bobo Lasho in a regular old-fashioned match. It's going to be a big meat man slap of meat. I will hit the button if it becomes to that. This is Saudi Blood Money and Brock Lesnar, and Brock usually is the lazy one. The OC, this is the point of contention because it's the OC, Styles, Gallows, and the never open weight champion of the world, Carl Anderson, in a 6-man tag against the Judgment Day, Balor Priest and Dom Subanik this Mysterio. Dominic the Sub Mysterio, Rhea Ripley ringside. Gallows is double booked. He's supposed to wrestle for the Fed and New Japan to defend the world never open weight title. I'm shocked that's not on the list.
Not sure how the hell he's going to pull that one off.
Well, here's what's going to happen. New Japan put out a statement saying that if he doesn't wrestle, he's going to be stripped of the belt.
And of course, Carl Anderson says, you can't strip me. I'll wrestle whatever I want. And Hikuleo, who was the challenger, says, keep the belt on him. I'll fuck him up when he's actually ready to get fucked up. So that's a thing. And the main event, Roman Reigns defends the undisputed Universal WWE Heavyweight Champion of the World against Logan Paul. Some dumb fuck, you know. Some YouTube dumb fuck.
So Kira is worried that Jake Paul might get involved. If he does, and this leads to a new champion, this will be the worst way I've seen a world title run end. And
y'all are overthinking this shit way too much. This is going to be. They're gonna give Logan that one lucky punch, and Roman's gonna kick the fuck out and smash the fuck out of Logan Paul. It's gonna be a 15-minute squash. Is what's it's exactly what the fuck that is. Triple H is not that fucking dumb enough to put the belt on Logan Paul.
I would really like to believe that. And next week will be...
Again, T-Dub, you're overthinking it.
This Fed has destroyed all credibility in my eyes when it comes to things of this nature. They've done so many dumb things over the past decade. And yes, I know it's new management, and I'm hoping he'll do what's best for business.
Nah, nice. But no, y'all are overthinking this. Logan Paul's got to get his head kicked in. Speared in by Roman Reigns. He's going to lose, and everyone's going to be happy. Y'all watch. Y'all are over fucking thinking this a little too much.
I think we've all just had our trust eroded over decades of bad booking.
Fair. Not gonna lie, fair.
It's hard to sometimes it can be hard to trust again.
Again, fair, but I'm just saying that mistrust is overthinking too much.
Let's see. Kerr says Jake Paul's going to get involved, and then Solo beats the shit out of him.
See, that's one way to knock that out anyway.
He tries to get involved, and Solo's like, nope. Super kick.
Yeah.
Then the Usos come out and super kick. And then Sami Zayn comes out. Super kick.
Because Solo Sikoa will super kick anything.
As will Sami Zayn and the Usos.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That being said, that's the card. Enjoy it if you will. We got winners and losers, so I'm going to read some losers here. Courtesy of the guy that sent a French otaku there. Losers: the death of Sarah Lee. I'm surprised that you didn't mention it, but it was confirmed by What Culture on October 7th. I believe that show we were fucking busy. To be fair,
I could have sworn we brought that up on some
I know we brought it up somewhere.
Yeah,
it was in passing. But yeah, Sarah Weston. We didn't know the cause yet, and she was with Wesley Blake with 3 children. It just sucks.
Not Wesley Blake, Weston Blake.
Weston Blake, yeah. Well, it says husband Wesley Blake here. I'm reading the email. It says Wesley Blake.
But it's not Buddy Murphy's old tag partner.
T-Dub, fucking semantic details. I'm reading the fucking email. Don't give me that semantic detail shit, Jesus.
I'm just saying, like, they're 2 different people.
I know they're 2 different people. I'm reading the fucking email verbatim. Anyway, CM Punk for the mess that he caused. I mean, duh. Backstage before and after All Out, and he's officially out. Looks like his return was emotional. No denial. But wow, what a way to end your stay in AEW. Yeah, kinda. That's for this week, and one last quote, Shintigercurl, buddy. I've waited so long for that moment to tell you these words. I'm glad that you give you 3 months of Jordan Grace's OnlyFans account for you to shut the hell up about Jonathan Gresham being a fucking octopus. Seriously, we all know we want the braying Jordan, despite the fact that she's married to a man who could turn you into a double fisherman's knot. It's like with me, and I follow Scarboto's OnlyFans, if she got one. I know better to stay quiet when she gets married to a massive dude that could choke the fuck out of me faster than I could scream for the guard. I mean the referee. I mean the officer. Anyway, take care of all 3 of you.
It seems French Otaku has been taken over by the octopus conspiracy. We all agree that Jonathan Gresham is an octopus.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. He's calamari.
Yeah, he is an octopus.
Not calamari yet. He's still alive.
For now, let me just pour some salt on him and give him on a hibachi. Put some
fucking
rice on him.
Deep fry that shit. Throw it on a plate with ribs. That's what I had for my birthday. Delicious.
Sounds tasty.
Yeah, it is. Rito Carlton Raceway. No kidding.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
That being said, that's his losers. Gentlemen, your losers, please.
My D-cell battery has got to go outside of wrestling because he just doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut. None other than Mr. Frill Burnell, a.k.a. DSP. Again. Because this week he decided that he's tired of all the trolls and the detractor channels, and he just wants someone to he put out a video wanting someone, a relatively large YouTuber, to interview him so he could tell, quote unquote, his side of the story. Now keep in mind, when he means his side of the story, he means retconning his entire internet history to make himself look like a victim when he's just really an obnoxious human being. This stems from the fact that he got into it with Keemstar. And he tried to have Keemstar cancel. Now, I'm not a fan of Keemstar, but Phil, you are the very last person on the internet who has the ability to cancel Keemstar, because Keemstar is bigger than you. And someone actually said they wanted to interview him. Review Tech USA.
Oh.
Yeah, he released a video that he claims that he shot while he was on the shitter, and said that he is willing to interview Phil on the condition that he can ask whatever question he wants. No softball questions, no pre-written questions, none of that other stuff. He'll ask the hard questions. And Phil said no, and then proceeded to talk shit about him.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Man's up his own ass.
Big time. So yeah, DSP, you're not as important and as an influential individual as you like to think that you are. Now, as for losers, let's see. I'm gonna have to give this one to
You cut off there, Shen.
Damn it. What was the name of that reviewer that you shared with us?
Oh, Ollie Davis out of Wrestle Talk.
Yeah, Ollie Davis out of you can be critical of something, but Ollie is showing his bias against AEW, simply because in his latest review, his major complaint was lacking any news about the status of one Hangman Adam Page, even though both AEW and Hangman Adam Page have reported on his status. He has a concussion. He's going to be out for a while. AEW's not CNN. They don't have a ticker down on the lower third of the screen that says, oh, Hangman Adam Page had cereal today. Hangman Adam Page took his dog out for a walk today. Hangman Adam Page changed his kid's dirty diaper. He's fine. We don't need any more information than that. He will be back. So yeah, you fail, Ollie. You fail.
You pretty much stole my loser, dude. You fucking stole my loser.
I guarantee you I didn't.
All right, well, what was yours?
XPW.
Oh, no. I know where this is going. Oh, no.
They're doing a racist-ass, anti-Mexican MAGA storyline.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
There's a dude in XPW, and I will not repeat that name on that show because he don't deserve the clout, but he's in full gear with a MAGA hat. Oh,
and he's literally chanting MAGA over and over. Talking about how he needs to kick out all the immigrants. So, yeah, that's a storyline that's happening in XPW.
Tell me you're desperate for attention without telling me you're desperate for attention.
Kind of tasteless, especially considering what happened to Nancy Pelosi's husband this week.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you they're just still going to keep it going because they're like, ooh, shock value publicity. That'll bring the people into the seats.
Who's booking that shit? Vince Russo?
No, the same guy who runs the company since day one.
What?
Yeah, it's the same guy.
Same douchebag?
Yup.
And he thinks he's actually... I'm just going to give Ollie Davis the loser for exactly what Shin just said. Plus, he's not a fan of the elite vignettes. I'm like, seriously, dude?
Oh, yeah. Enigma says Rob Black. That's
Rob Black, yeah. Also, I got a better phrase for Ollie Davis. Fair weather fan.
Well, the few videos I've seen of him, he seems like it.
Because last year, he was sucking AEW's dick. I mean, to be fair, most of us were, to be honest. But now, it's like, we're having good shows, and he's like, oh, this is like 70%, this percent. That's like, he's trying not to give the AEW 3 out of 5s instead of 4 out of 5s. When honestly, some of them are 3.5 to 4 to 4.5s. And again, it's all subjective. I'm just saying, you are too harsh on what the fuck is going on with them in the last few months.
Well, you definitely follow them the closest out of the three of us.
I'm not saying they're perfect. I'm just saying maybe you're just a little too harsh.
By the way, now I'm wondering, when's the next Straight to Hell from Ross Tweddell? I miss those.
Ooh. I have no idea.
Those are always my favorite videos from Cultaholic.
Yeah, I'd love to do one of those.
Oh yeah, JC. Rob Black did do that. He hired some thugs to break into a guy's apartment to do that.
It's all alleged, but about as true as you can get it.
Like, it's not hard to connect the dots. Not hard at all.
It was never legally proven, but so that's why we have to say allegedly, because I don't want to get our asses sued. But
if you connect the dots, you can basically read between the proverbial lines.
hey, JC, could you give me a minute? He's like, Matty, weren't you going to give Cornette a loser? I was like, give me a minute.
One topic at a time, good sir.
One thing at a time. We're like, have you listened to the show? Fucking people stealing my thunder tonight. Fuck. Jim,
to be fair, WCW NWO Thunder was a pretty bad video game, so you can let them steal it.
I know you're trying, but you're just urging me to give you another Dave. It's got to be one of those nights, I get. No, Jim Cornette is a loser this week because he is pretty much saying out loud, fire Orange Cassidy into the sun. I'm like, no.
Oh yes, let us fire one of the most over people on the roster who's selling a whole boatload of merchandise and is so popular that people in the crowd are dressing as him.
Jim Cornette does not get professional wrestling anymore.
Yep, he doesn't understand. Like with all mediums, it can be a lot of things.
Oh God! I named my stream "Make OC World Champ." See his head explode, right?
Well, I can tell you right now, I've been calling for OC to be world champion since February of 2020.
Yeah, give Cornette a heart attack. No, because as petty as I am against Jim Cornette, I'm pettier against Vince Russo, and I want to see Jim Cornette actually outlive Vince Russo.
Yeah, have them both die on the same day.
Give him an hour. Give him an hour and tell him you outlived them by an hour.
Nah, not worth it. They're both miserable. Well, Cornette's more miserable. Russo's just a prick.
All right, now before we do winners...
What, JC?
He wants to fire the...
What?
Why?
Oh, man, Jim Cornette keeps...
JC, he wants to fire the Death Triangle, the entire group. Yeah, Jesus, he doesn't get wrestling anymore.
If you want to at least understand the appeal of Pac, at least Pac, look at him. He's muscly to the gills, and he's a badass, and he's a bastard. And he murders people.
Man, built like that, yeah, short, but who cares about height anymore in this day and age? Built like a tank and can fly.
Yeah.
And he believably looks like he can murder people, which he does in the ring.
One of the most believable wrestlers out there, and you want to fire him?
Man, you just keep taking those L's, Cornette. Keep taking those L's.
You know, let me scratch off Tony Khan here, because Jesus Christ. Can't top that loser. Anyway. Yeah, let's do winners before we get interrupted by bullshit again. No offense to you, JC. You did the right thing there. Winners from French Otaku Wrestling in general, joining you with it. Well, it came back, and Ross is having a stiffy. Can't wait for that. What the fuck on Blood Money? Why? Because it's John o'clock, motherfuckers! Hit it! Thank you. Fucking
get in there!
Women. Get in there! Get the fuck in there! MJF for that promo last week against Regal, and today when he had that face turn, quote unquote, against the Firm. And well, Rhea Ripley. You even lift, sis? Body slamming Carl Anderson, who's a big dude, and not botching it. When for the moment she'll enter the men's rumble.
I believe he may have meant Luke Gallows.
And it was indeed Luke Gallows, who was a bigger dude. So yeah.
Yeah, Luke Gallows, he's a tall dude. I think he's like 6'5".
Big dude. Big dude. Fuck you, buddy, dude.
Not a cruiserweight.
No. Tex Ferguson, dude. Anyway, Winners, gents.
Oh, winners easily. Wrestling. All the wrestling, even with the WWE, with lackluster Raws and middling in between moments on SmackDown, this has still just been a generally good week for wrestling. AEW still kicking ass, gave us a teaser for the return of the Elite. That Swerve segment with Daddy Ass, creepy shit. And need I say any more about the Bloodline segment, which put a smile on my face.
Whoever put that segment together deserves an award.
Absolutely.
All the awards.
Yes.
And my winner outside of wrestling, Matt Smith.
Okay, yeah.
House of the Dragon ended its first season last week, and this might have been the role to shake off that stink that Matt Smith has had for the last couple of years, since he couldn't find any good roles worth his skills as an actor, but he killed it as Daemon Targaryen. He is equal parts a badass and just a bastard. You love him, you love to hate him. Hell, the writers of the show who wrote Daemon were surprised at how big of a following he has. Even my mother, she has never seen, the first thing she ever saw of Matt Smith was fucking Morbius.
Oh no. Shit.
That's not a good introduction.
No.
But then when she saw him and when after the first season ended, she's like, man, that motherfucker is fine. And that's what she said about Matt Smith. So, Matt, you are joining Peter Capaldi and David Tennant and finding some success after Doctor Who, and it is more than overdue. So, congratulations, and here's hoping we'll see some more of you in Season 2 in about 2 years.
Yeah, I have the feeling that he just put everything into this role because he's like, all right, I need to make this work. I need this to finally be the thing. I'm tired of waiting. Let's make this the thing.
And it became the thing. And
yeah,
some of the best moments in that show, especially the last couple of episodes, were improv by Smith. And they just kept it in because it was that damn good. He knows this role, and he knows how to get the best drama out of it.
He's a theater actor, isn't he?
I think so. I have to do my research again on him, but like I said, Matt Smith, you're finally shaking that stink off. Thank you.
Yeah, because it's been a good several years since he was on Doctor Who, and it's just felt like middle of the road roles at the best of times for him since then.
Might be wrong. His first big thing outside of Doctor Who was Skynet and Terminator Genesis, and that was a bomb.
Yeah.
Yep. JC's asking, does David Tennant also deserve a winner? I don't see why not.
Well, whatever he did, I'm sure that deserves.
He returned as a Doctor in Doctor Who. He regenerated.
Oh, nice.
Spoiler alert for Doctor Who fans out there who have not seen the last episode of Jodie Whittaker's. I need a good word for it. Tumultuous run as a Doctor. Nothing on her. She's a good actor. It's just the booking was bad, to use the wrestling vocabulary there. She had her last episode. She got regenerated, and instead of a new dude, and they have selected a new dude or a new person in this case, she regenerated into David Tennant.
Wow!
And he is recognized as the 14th Doctor.
And one of the best parts, as soon as he regenerates, he wiggles around his mouth and he's like, "Wait a minute, I know these teeth." Because
what?
Yeah, that's what he said. When he regenerated, he immediately said, "Wait a minute, I know these teeth." This is a call, man. For those who don't know, this is a callback to when he first regenerated from Christopher Eccleston into David Tennant. One of the first things he said as the 10th Doctor was, new teeth.
And I was like, wait a minute, what? And the next Doctor Who thing will be at the end of the year next year, so get comfy, folks.
Oh, we have to wait a whole year.
2023 for that special, and it's that, and they're bringing in Catherine Tate's Donna Noble back.
Nice.
Well, nice, yeah, but in kayfabe, she remembers the doctor. She fucking died.
True.
So, I am interested in the kayfabe in that one. That being said,
the one thing I do know is that, man, Doctor Who, whoever runs that show BBC loves just putting long breaks in between seasons, don't they? Just super long breaks.
hype reasons, more than likely. Anyway, T-Dub, you need to read your winners there, bud.
Well, my winners will be nice and simple. I got Samuel Zayn for the obvious reasons.
Yep.
Just goddamn. And as I said earlier, pro wrestling in general, just good times to be had all around. No matter what show you're watching, more often than not, you're going to find some good stuff.
OSW Review gets a winner for me for this week. They did All Out. And it breaks my heart that they're so harsh. But V1 had the perfectly. They were thinking of doing All Out 2021, which was one of the company's one of the company's biggest shows, one of the best shows ever. But as soon as the Brawl Out shit happened, stop everything. We're doing this, and I can't blame them. I cannot blame them. It was a good show. It was a fun show. It's like OSW. AEW, they had another great week. Eddie Kingston, I love what they're doing with him. Like, you could sense the urge to kill rising at him. He's trying not to get to beat Eddie Kingston. MJF, for obvious reasons. Jamie Hayter versus Riho was match of the night for me. And Sami Zayn, because he broke everyone.
I wonder if even the ring announcer was broken by it.
I mean, she was probably laughing her ass off. Oh, she didn't have nothing to do. And in a job where you have to keep your smile, I mean, job's easy there. That being said, I think we're done here, so we got to do some plugs. Plugs, boys, plugs.
All right, you already know. Max Corn on YouTube, talking about good old War Machine and Hordes. Also, still trying to get all my stuff straight for my Marvel Champions vid. I've decided to, probably next month, since I don't have any money right now, I have to pay for get a intro done on Fiverr, where I found my artist who did various pictures that Mr. TWK is very, very familiar with. But anyway, outside of that, if you didn't hear, next week is my birthday. If you want to drop me some birthday cash or something to wish me a happy birthday, PayPal.com/Shintigercurl or Cash App $Shintigercurl. It all goes to a good cause, getting me probably something to eat, maybe.
Something delicious. That is not Whataburger.
T-Dub, don't shit on that. And he probably wants Whataburger now.
T-Dub, I still have my Fiverr artist on speed dial. Why do you tease me like this? But yeah. Hey. But yeah, those are my plugs.
T-Dub.
Well, I have my channel for video game reviews. It's in the Twitch chat, TWK Reviews. I review video games. Currently working on my 50 subscriber special, so subscribe and get ready for that.
And of course, if you want the video just a little early, patreon.com/GWKReviews. Of course, my tip jar, paypal.me/ManaG316. Though, if you want to donate to Shintigercurl's PayPal, go right the hell ahead. I won't mind. But of course, donations are optional, but always welcome and appreciated. Follow us on Twitter at ManaG316, at TWKOfficial, and at Shintigercurl. I don't live tweet as much. I try, but I don't. The Wrestle-Cast@gmail.com for your emails. Send them. We'll try to read them. And French or Taco, I love them. I love them long ones, but try to keep it short.
I forgot to put him as a winner. French or Taco for still doing well with his life.
Why not? Why not? That's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you so much for tuning in and saying hi to us. But until then, on behalf of everybody, including Shintigercurl,
the Bloodline Their faces red, their bodies dead.
On the floor, rolling in it. TWK!
This is a wonderful night for teeth.
And my name is Matty J. Remind you to help professional wrestling support your independent promotion as soon as possible. If you have kids and going out for Halloween, please stay safe. I hear they're putting I'm hearing they're putting bad WWE pay-per-views in Snickers bars.
Oh god, let me see what's in this one. Oh no, it's Extreme Rules 2020.
Oh shit. Oh no.
Oh, let me check mine.
December to Dismember.
Wait a minute, let me check mine real quick. It can't be obviously. It can't be that bad as, oh my god, it's the end of Hell in a Cell.
Oh no. Oh no, I should have said bad wrestling pay-per-views. I picked up one with Heroes of Wrestling. Run! No, seriously, be safe, stay safe, and dress up comfortable. I got to test my Lost Galaxy uniform at work on Wednesday when we had our first in-person meeting. The thumbs are up, boys. Got a cosplay for Ranger stuff at the very least. My name's Matty J. Rome, help professional support. I already said the thing anyway, so I'm just gonna say good night, everybody. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Max, you can't just say with all due respect and then say something insulting like that.
Renee, with all due respect, shut your mouth. Listen!